Hey TC, it's Tuesday, April 28th. Since you introduced me to your cat last week, I thought I'd introduce you to my dog. This is Stanny. There's Stanny. He is a Jack Russell Terrier and he's very cute and likes cuddles a lot. So I was thinking of doing a room tour next week of my bedroom. I share a room with my sister and just show off my room because I haven't really done that much yet. All you've really seen is this angle, which is my angle from where my bed is. But I thought I'd show you something that's actually quite strange for me at the moment. So this is my view from my doorway right now. Like, my sister's bed is usually there. And she's getting a new bed at the moment, and it's really strange because, you know, this is where I sleep, and there's my posters, which you normally see. But there's nothing there, and it's really strange to have all this space. And we moved in to this house last September, and that was the last time there was this much space. So probably the most exciting thing that's happened to me in the past week is last Thursday I went to go and see Avengers Age of Ultron, which is the second Avengers film. We talked about TV shows that we're interested in, but we haven't really talked about movies and stuff, and I'm a massive Marvel fan and have been for the past couple of months. For years I avoid most superhero films because growing up I saw like the original Batman films, the original Superman films, and I got bored. I'd watch half of them and then go away because they were annoying. So for years and years and years my best friend was like, oh please watch the Marvel film. I was bored one time and I was flicking through Netflix and I'd put a couple of Marvel films on my list on Netflix just because people had been talking about them. And I was scrolling through, and I didn't know what I felt like watching. And I came across Captain America. And I was looking at it, I was thinking, it's a superhero film, but it is set in World War II. And I'm quite interested in stuff that's like set in that sort of time. So I thought, well, even if I don't enjoy the superhero component, at least it's got something to do about World War II. And I watched the film, and I loved it. I thought it was amazing. And so then within the next 24 hours, I'd watched all of the 9 Marvel films that had been released so far, and I'm just obsessed with all of them. I've watched all of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I've watched all of the show Agent Carter, which I love so much and made me cry when I got to the end of it. I'm a really big crier when watching film. It'll make me feel sad, but I don't usually actually cry at the end of it. But I was sobbing for 15 minutes when I finished Agent Carter. But for ages, my best friend and I were just thinking, like, we are going to go and see Age of Ultron. We went to go and see it, and it was so good. It was so amazing. We just had these massive grins on our faces when we were watching the film. And it's really strange to see how Marvel's developed with its films. You know, no spoilers for anything. I'm pretty sure in the US it comes out May 1st, so even if you are going to see it, you haven't seen it yet, but I promise I won't spoil anything for you. The original first iteration of Marvel films, where you get the Incredible Hulk and Captain America and Thor and the first Avengers film, and they're quite upbeat, they joke around a lot and it's quite funny, and they're pretty much introducing all the characters. And then you get to the second iteration, where you get Thor Dark World, Captain America Winter Soldier, which is such a good film but so sad. And you get the second Avengers film. It gets steadily more serious, and then it gets to those films and it's really, really serious. John Green's talked quite a lot about how he feels that people are never completely good and evil. Like a lot of things like superhero films, like this is the good guy, this is the bad guy. Like as humans we like those sorts of films and TV shows because it simplifies the world, because in the world no one is truly good or truly bad. People have some parts of them that are good, some parts of them are bad, some people do bad things with good intention. That's kind of what Avengers Age of Ultron was kind of exploring, which I found really interesting. I think especially after hearing John Green go on about this stuff quite a lot, being able to spot that when watching the film. Like one thing I love about the Marvel films is they're funny. They have these amazingly funny parts in them. You're laughing so much, and especially when you've got Tony Stark in there. Like when I started watching it and saw how serious it was, I was kind of I really hope that it's also got the funny parts in because I love them, and it did, which I was very happy about. I was like, oh yes, yes. And it was also really cool because I'm so into them now, and when I get interested in something I tend to obsess over them a bit, and so I remember getting to different points. So I was like, oh, I remember this, and I remember this guy who was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and then it got to the end scene, they were at a location and they put whereabouts they were, and I saw that and immediately went to my best friend, I know where they are, and she just went, so do I! And I can't wait for the DVD to come out in August. So, how was your week? I haven't really talked about How to Get Away with Murder. I haven't watched any more recent episodes yet, but feel free to discuss any more if you want to. I think I'm a couple of episodes ahead of what we've talked about, but I will talk about it again next week. And I will see you on Friday. Bye!